Hello, everybody. I'm just with Patrick. Is it, how do you say it? Odd? How do
Just
you
call
say
me
it?
OJB, Ojabulu.
Oh, John.
It's
Oh, lovely. I love it. Whereabouts are you in Africa, Patrick?
actually chatting from Nigeria, the
Nigeria?
western part of Africa.
Yeah, lovely,
Yeah,
lovely.
thank you.
And we've known each other for years now. What I've always loved about Patrick is, as I love with many, the people that are really humble and really do care for others, and like Patrick does. What I love about them is the fact that um, they just always talk to you as though they're your friend, and you can't help but respond to them in like. And we've always been that way with each other, haven't we, Patrick?
Yes, you have been. You've been actually nice and caring, always responding to my messages. So honest and down to earth.
Yeah, just as you are. So yeah, it's lovely to chat with you today. And as he said, he's in Nigeria. Um, and you know, you really do care for the people about you, and you've been through hard times and overcome them, and are sitting here today, a much stronger person, having overcome those experiences. Um, can you share with us what you are doing now with your for your community and how you've grown and yourself through it?
No, actually, I am just giving back in the little way I know I can give back to my community, but I'm not currently involved in any political movement or any non-governmental organization. Although it's part of the plans we have, it's gonna take a while, but we're still working on it. So what we're doing is just giving out basic information. We want to better our standards of living. I keep telling people that we haven't lost hope, although a lot of people keep saying that they've lost hope based on the challenges they encounter day to day while living or trying to make ends meet. But we just trying to create this awareness that there is hope and change begins with every person. And we all have to put in efforts to make sure that the change come about, trying to make it a reality. Thank
Absolutely, absolutely. And what I love about you is that, through your humility, you always, through your struggles, you're always smiling, and you're always so kind and generous with yourself, with your heart space, in a way that you just give from that. And it's something that not many spaces in the world accomplish with um, and with any level at all, really. But what I love about you and other people all over Africa is that you are just grateful for waking up in the morning, and you have a vision, and even when things are at their worst around you, you still stay focused on that vision and say, yeah, it is possible because I believe. And you do believe, no matter what your challenges you're facing, you actually do believe in the power of yourself and the power of your aspect of God and in God himself to make it happen for you, don't you?
Yeah, I do actually. I'm a Christian by religion. I'm a Christian and I've always been a Christian. And I strongly believe in God and I draw my positive energy from God each morning when I'm up from the bed and I'm surrounded by various challenges and situations. And I just go on my knees, say a quick prayer. And that's why I keep getting my strength from to face the struggles and keep smiling, because the smile always keeps you relaxed. And the moment you smile, no matter how difficult the challenge might be, you just get this calmness around you that, oh, I can do this. I can do this. God give me the strength. And then you smile. Basically putting a smile on your face doesn't mean that you're not going through challenges, or you're not a human being. You are a human being. And the smile just gives you this vibe, this positive vibe, like makes you reason well. At the end of the day, you're like, how did I get through all this? And you remember, oh, I smiled in the morning when I woke up. Through faith, he helped me through the challenges. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. And I was trying to connect with somebody before and we couldn't actually find connection. And you do have a lot of challenges there. Would you share some of those? Because one of the things we want to make people aware of is the realness in the world. And people look at everything through rosy glasses, and we want to show them that what challenges you are actually smiling through. So can you share some of the challenges that are going on in your community?
All right. There are the issues of power. We are struggling just to keep up with the world's development and technological advancement. We don't have stable power supply. That's number one challenge we're facing. And a lot of people depend on power supply to do what they do for a living, like the weathers. They need power supply to run their machineries. The local artisans, the tailors, um, other other professionals need this power. Imagine a situation where you are working on your laptop, or you're working on something on a project. I'm an architect, and at times the power just goes off and you're like, oh my God, I'm not done with my project. Um, Other countries in the world don't suffer from problems as basic as power supply, and it's a big issue to all Nigerians. And we have to provide our own power with our own generating sets, which we purchase at the market, and and the generating sets run on gasoline fuel, which isn't free, which we also have to purchase with our own little resources we have available with us. It's one of the challenges we're facing over here. I mean, and there also is the issue of corruption, and that is a major problem we're facing. Corruption. Yeah, people don't understand for the truth because they are scared, and the corruption has eaten deep into every sector of the country. You know, you
Okay, we've just lost him for a moment in regards to his sound. But you heard some of the things there that he's struggling with in regards to his culture and community, just to have basic power needs, and the corruption of the structure makes it difficult for everyday people such as Patrick to have any full kind of level of life. They're pressured all the time to make things happen on very little. In some places in Africa, I'm not sure if it applies to Nigeria because Patrick's obviously lost connection completely now because he's gone. But you heard him there and saw his heart, I hope, and the fact that through all his struggles, as with all Africans, they are still showing up to help others. And, you know, many African countries, not all, but a lot of them have ludicrous taxes, some even 99 pence in the pound. Um, they're struggling to keep a roof over their head. And, you know, they're still smiling, just as Patrick does, just as Moses was on one of my other videos when he was struggling to connect with us. And you'll see it throughout the African videos that we have in the summit, that they are people that are just very heartfelt, and they smile even in the face of the deepest adversity. So I'm not sure if Patrick is going to come back, but what I will do, as he's gone now, is I'll end this recording. He's given you some of the insights as to what he experiences and what he is trying to do to help people. And, you know, any of the people that we show here, you can connect with through the website. It's a toughworldoutthere.com. And what these beautiful people from the poorer nations of the world, if you like, the real people, where the real people are, rather than the elite people, they show us how to really be of love. You know, they just really are beautiful people, and they show it. It is a tough world out there. They trying to be heard, and they keep getting booted off because they haven't got strong enough connection and power supply. So I'm very, very proud of all of those that show up here, even if they're just a picture, because they don't have sound, or they come on and say a few sentences like Patrick and get booted out due to connection. I'm proud of all of them that are showing up in these situations, because they are showing the real world. They are showing that it is a tough world out there, and they do need the support. And as I've said before, I will say again, they are seen, they are known, because they have found us, and they will be supported going forward. So yeah, to connect with any of them, go to itsatoughworldoutthere.com. Thank you for listening to Patrick and all his divine beauty.